You've been told to smile more, be more agreeable, don't be too much. But what if I told you, none of that is why men can't resist you and stop thinking about you? What if the reason men feel drawn to you, crave you, even obsess over you, has nothing to do with your makeup, your body, or how often you reply to his text? You've been playing the game with someone else's rulebook. And today, I'm going to burn that book and hand you the real one. This is not about manipulation. This is not about being a pick-me. This is about understanding the truth behind why men can't resist women, even if you've been ghosted, overlooked, or broken before. You want the power back? Stay with me, because the secrets I'm about to reveal, most women will never know. But once you do, you'll never forget. By the end of this video, you'll understand why men chase and can't resist some women for a lifetime, even when they're married to someone else. This is the kind of truth they never saw coming. Let's get into the video. The energy he can't explain. Every woman who turns heads has one thing in common, and it's not what you think. Let's start with a truth most won't admit. A lot of women believe men are visual creatures, that it's all about the body, the dress, the makeup. That's what society sells you. But let me ask you something, if that were true, why do men leave stunning women for someone who seems ordinary? Because beauty might catch his eye, but what you'll learn next captures his soul. Men are wired to pursue, not consume what's already on display. When you don't feel the need to explain yourself, when you leave space for a man to wonder, to chase, to question, you become unforgettable. Let's bust a myth. Men don't always fall for the best woman. Men don't fall in love with your lips, your waist, or your flirtation. They fall in love with the way they feel around you. They fall for the woman who makes them feel something they can't explain. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming who you were before the world told you to be less. There's nothing more magnetic than a woman who knows who she is. Not the woman who plays perfect, not the one who hides her truth, but the one who walks into the room and doesn't shrink, because she's no longer afraid to be too much. If you've ever been told you're too much, if you've ever been left wondering what you did wrong, this is your reminder. He didn't forget you because of how you looked. He can't forget you because of how you made him feel. No man forgets the woman who made him feel most alive. Ladies, men don't obsess over the woman who's nice to everyone. They obsess over the one who's real with herself. Your boundaries tell him, I know my worth. Your silence tells him, I don't chase validation. And your self-respect tells him, if you want me, rise to meet me. Because she's rare. And what's rare becomes priceless. Ladies, real feminine energy doesn't beg. It receives. It radiates. And when you are fully in your feminine, you remind him of everything he forgot he needed. You're not needy. You're not begging for love. You're inviting him into something greater than himself. That's the difference between attraction and obsession. There are parts of the male brain that activate when they encounter something rare. And emotional rarity is your superpower. Men are biologically wired to pursue mystery, to be intrigued by unpredictability, and to bond with vulnerability, but only when it's earned. Let me say that again, when it's earned. When a woman shows just enough of herself to feel real, but not so much that it feels exposed, men lean in. This isn't a game. It's a dance. And you lead without ever taking a step. When you show a man that you don't fear being alone, he starts fearing losing you. Always remember, you've always been the prize. Why do you think some women haunt a man's mind, even when he's married, engaged, or moved on? It's because she didn't just touch his body, she touched his identity. When you're unapologetically yourself, you don't just catch his eye, you claim his soul. Ladies, here's the truth men don't admit out loud. They're not obsessed with perfection. They're obsessed with the woman who makes them feel something raw, rare, and real. The one who doesn't try to impress him, and that's exactly why he's obsessed. The woman who doesn't abandon herself to please a man is the woman who commands his respect and craving. She knows her value. She doesn't chase love, she chooses it. There's a reason some women lose their magic in a man's eyes. They start performing, pleasing, proving, and in doing so, they vanish. If you've ever felt him slipping away, this is why. Stop earning what you already are. You are already worthy. But the moment you try to earn love, you hand him all the power, no longer needing him to choose you. When your happiness no longer hinges on his approval, you shift the entire dynamic. He starts chasing the peace he once took for granted. Here's what no one tells you. The more you need a man, the more he withdraws. But the moment you become emotionally sovereign, that's when he starts chasing you again. Men are drawn to women who have their own orbit, don't flinch when he pulls away, let him leave and never beg. Because men don't respect desperation. They adore mystery. And the woman who doesn't need love, she attracts the deepest love of all. Stop proving your worth. When you embody your worth, he senses it, and that's when the obsession begins. Every woman who turns heads has one thing in common, and it's not what you think, it's an energy, a frequency, a quiet confidence that whispers, I don't need you to want me, but you will. And men feel it, even if they can't explain it. What draws them in is your presence, your stillness, your lack of desperation. Here's the truth. A woman who is rooted in her own value doesn't chase, and that alone is irresistible. The less you explain, the more they lean in. When you stop trying to be chosen, you start to choose. That's when the game changes. Here's the truth no one talks about. Some men are drawn to you not because you make them feel powerful, but because you make them feel. And once that switch is flipped, he will compare every woman to you. He might sleep with 1,000 women, but the one who made him feel seen, she lives in his bloodstream. I know you've been told you had to be prettier, quieter, more agreeable, more chill. But what if the truth was this? Men can't resist the woman who resists losing herself. The secret isn't to be liked. It's to be lived in, awake, and unapologetically whole. Because the deepest part of a man, he is not looking for a Barbie. He's looking for home. And when you show up as a woman who's already whole, already radiant, already alive, he won't just want you. He'll never be able to forget you. Always remember, you've always been the prize. So don't shrink. Don't dim. The right man won't resist you. He'll recognize you. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.